We probably need more guys in this melee. Move Arnold up. Okay, they are charging. Nope, they just routed. Perfect. Hey guys, Quicksilver Gaming here, bringing you another episode of Ultimate General American Revolution. This is episode 14 of our Early Access Let's Play. Last episode, the British invaded over here with 7,300 men, took Castine, Fort Pownal, and Welamanesuk from us. We are stuck up at Magnagook, and then we have forces at Fort Halifax, Fort Frank, some at Norwood, and then we are sending some militia up from the south up to Fort Frank, and then moving Morgan's rifles over to Boston to replenish and regroup. Basically our plan right now, see what the British are going to do, regroup with our forces, and try to build up. We do have a problem here. Magnagook is not in the supply chain. If you look at the supply network over here, you can see we own almost all of the playable game area. But Magnagook is cut off from everything else. So I have a dilemma here. Like, I could move my forces down to Norwood. I have to be careful about Quebec itself, though. But this is definitely a problem. I could just push down to Welamanesuk, try to do that. But we still have the issue of it's not in the supply chain. It would be really nice if there was a road going from Quebec to Magnagook. I don't know if historically that was a thing, but definitely a problem having a lot of our elite troops up here. They can't really replenish at all, and there's no population up here whatsoever. If you go back onto here, you can see that Magnagook has 305 people, or like a workforce. I guess that's not the total population, but that's the workforce, so not good at all. I did disband some units, make some militia here and there, and then here we go. Here's an army by the British moving out, so need to figure out what to do here. I think if we just have you guys leave the garrison, head on over here, and then if we can have all of you leave the garrison, head on over here, and then see if we can grab some units and brigade them while this goes on. I find brigading is very, very difficult in this game because you have to micromanage each individual regiment, and it doesn't seem to work the way I want it to work. I don't know if we'll be able to cut this army off where I want to cut it off, and that is a very, very large army. So if we take this battle, it'll definitely be something that's probably not in our favor. Oh, except for we could take this battle here and cut off a bunch of their forces. We are a little outnumbered to start the battle, but I think that should be fine. Yeah, let's take this. That's a little cheesy, but this is, once again, why I want armies to move as armies, because this should just be one big army. This should be one big army. I don't know why these guys are reinforcements. Everything is in the red box, but, you know, that's the way it is. Here we are on the battlefield, and this is a very bizarre deployment. And here comes our reinforcements right away. It had our supply wagons out front. It had one regiment like way out front. This is what I talk about, that if they just had some sort of army system on the battlefield as opposed to what they're doing here, I think it would be a lot better. A lot better. But that's sort of my number one gripe, it feels like, has to do with where your forces get placed on the battlefield, and I would really, really like for them to figure out a better way to do it. I get it's cool having the regiments run around on the campaign map, but it just feels like it causes more issues than good. This is actually a really cool map, though. It is a very foggy day. Very foggy day, so I wonder if that actually affects how far you can see on the battle map. That would be really cool if it did. Where's our other supply wagon? Need you to go over here. Okay, these guys, I miscalculated just a little where those cannons would be. And I think... I don't really see the British, so maybe we actually have forces that are spread apart, as opposed to sometimes you're like on top of each other, which is very problematic. It doesn't allow for the maneuvering, the positioning. I really like to position my forces. I feel like it adds a lot to a game when you can properly position your forces. Okay, let's see. Probably something like that. Move you guys over here. Alright, there's some British out on that flank. Let's see if we can grab our cavalry, move them out that way. See what all of this artillery is doing. What are you guys doing? I don't know what you guys are doing. Not paying attention to orders is the real answer. Alright, have you guys hold. Need you two over here. I need a better center. That is for sure. Let's move you guys over to the center over here. Let's have you. What do I want to do with you guys? Probably move you out over here. That artillery came from the front, so it's definitely been moving out a lot, which has been a little bit problematic. See if we can move them out to there, and if we can move you guys out to there, and then we'll have the cavalry go out over there because it looks like there's a lot of skirmishers peeking out over there. That flank, oh wow, that's a lot of men. That feels rough. Okay, let's see what we can do on this flank. If I can take care of all of those skirmishers, that'll be really good. Otherwise, I think our line looks decent. Not great, but decent. Let's have that supply wagon. Alright, you guys need to charge into the mass of skirmishers. And we just need to break all these skirmishers. That is a priority. Okay, see how the line looks. I feel pretty good. Pretty good. If we can smash all of these guys over here, that would be perfect. Get into melee with those guys. This is pretty cool with the fog. I do like the fog. I feel like we have a nice secondary line for if anything breaks. Let's have this supply go over here a little bit. You go over here. Okay, you guys are doing fairly well. Let's break these skirmishers, see if we can do that. And then if we can fold this line in just a little, that would be perfect. There's some artillery out over there by the looks of it. Just need to continue crushing those skirmishers. How's our center doing? It's doing okay. Are they charging in? I think they are charging in. Yep, they are charging in. Okay. No, I don't want... Man. I do not want friendly fire. Stop shooting at your own men. Shoot that direction. Or, you know what, just pull back a little. And then let's go continue taking on these skirmishers. I hope the artillery is not... We probably need more guys in this melee. Move Arnold up. Okay, they are charging... Nope, they just routed. Perfect. Arnold, I think his bubble is doing well. Flanked is not good. Are they shattered? No, they are not shattered. I need those guys to shatter. Okay, the British are charge happy right now. That's fine. Let's move you guys back. Let's move you guys up into that hole. Why did you guys not charge in? Come on, charge. Okay, there's more charging. I don't really want you guys firing into your own guys, though. That is one of the problems here. Alright, have you guys move back. And then you guys can form into those holes. That would be perfect. The cursor's a little off, I've noticed. Alright, they're shattered. They will fall off the battle map. Over here, you guys didn't charge like I asked you to, which is a problem. Just combine you over here, combine you guys over here, have you guys hold the line. Need you guys to actually move into a proper position over here. Guys, I'm literally telling you to charge, and you're not charging. This is a problem when you guys don't follow directions. Why are they stopping the charge? It's a problem that needs to be fixed. Oh my goodness, they are right in front of the artillery. That is not what I want. Get the cavalry back. I don't want to take crazy losses on the cavalry. Cavalry are pretty difficult for me to recover. Okay, I didn't want you guys all the way out there. I wish there was a like engage in melee but not pursue button. Sort of like a hold, but obviously a little bit different. Okay, you guys will be fine over there. Keep you over here. Arnold over here. And then let's see what we can do about this flank. I feel like one of you over here is fine. Let's have you move this way. Center looks pretty good. Have you guys hold. You guys will be over there. I'll have you guys combine in a moment. And then you guys will hold. That'll be good. Okay, they're definitely hitting this flank, so we need another regiment to move up. I need my cavalry to regroup a little bit. Let's have you guys combine. Let's have you guys move over here. You're probably needed that way. And then what we'll do... Are they going to charge in? We'll move out like so. Move you up. Center looks fine. Left looks fine. I feel like we could move these guys over here. Move you guys over here. And just shift the line just slightly. Right, you guys need to charge into them. Okay, you guys need to charge into them. Hopefully the cavalry can do well over here. Those guys are routing, that's good. Reform the line. I don't know if the cavalry will win this engagement over here. Those guys did start routing though, so that is good. Okay, we had some guys surrender, so that's perfect. Alright, just keep rolling into these guys. And then let's move a new line over here to help out the cavalry. The cavalry has taken... oh boy. That's some artillery shots over there. Ouch! I wonder if we can go run down that artillery. There it is right there. Let's move these guys up. Hopefully the artillery is not invincible. When enemy cavalry charges my artillery like folds immediately. When my cavalry charges their artillery, it seems to do that, where it's like not exactly great. So let's have them run up. Let's have you guys cease fire. Probably have all of you guys cease fire. And then we'll just try and take out as much artillery as possible. Yeah, we're losing tons of men. Need you guys to charge forward. Our cavalry is losing tons of men because of their artillery. Why? Those guys are shattered. Why are they shooting? They really need to work on this. Okay, come on guys, get in there. We'll fast forward through all of this. Alright, took a little while to run down the enemy enemy artillery, and it was actually quite a struggle. They had a lot of units that were shattered that would like stop, charge me, shoot. I definitely need to figure that stuff out and fix it. But not too bad of a battle. We were outnumbered. What was that, like 4-to-1 kill ratio, so pretty good there. Back on the battle map, see if we can capture all of these supplies. Moved a bunch of troops backwards. Trying to see if we can brigade some more men up, but it's always a problem brigading We'll probably move those forces down south to Welamanesuk, the town that I just absolutely cannot say. Let's do that right now. Let's have all of you guys leave the garrison and move out. And then what I will do is I've just been creating like a really crappy tiny militia for these ones that have terrible loyalty. Unfortunately, looks like I don't really have crappy... That guy's ridiculous. 167 dexterity, but 1. He would be great as a cavalry officer, maybe. Maybe. So I don't really have somebody who's bad for militia, so I'll just grab you. And then what I've just been doing is like 2 militia, and that just stops the town from rebelling, which can definitely cause problems when that happens. Alright, so those forces are up at Fort Frank, so that's good. We'll grab all of this, and then we'll go back to Fort Halifax, and then those guys hopefully can make it... Okay, 2,200, I'll never say no to that. We do need to join army... Okay, and then go back to Fort Halifax. Let's see if we can brigade up some of these guys. I find brigading is like one of the most difficult things in this game to do. I wish it was basically like the standard, but it's not, and you know, it's something they can work on. I don't expect them to fix it anytime soon, but the brigading definitely feels like it's a little broken. Like, it takes way too long for these guys to brigade. Sometimes I have to hit the button multiple times, but okay, it looks like they're sending cavalry up that way. This join army, move up. All of you guys need to... Cigars, cool, or cigars. Let's join the garrison over here. Are they moving a large force up over here? That would be rather unfortunate. I can deal with cavalry. Cavalry should be fine, but if they bring a large force up... Oh, that's... Okay, so... Lots of cavalry. I wonder if we can grab an engagement really quick. I would love if their cavalry was caught out in the open. Alright, simple save reload works. Oh yeah. We'll take their 2 cavalry and 1 regiment versus the rest. That's... I reported a bug. This is really cheesy. These guys should be reinforcements, but they're not. And they're... Yeah, I don't know. The more I play this, the less I like this mechanic. Actually, like, less is not even the correct word. This is probably my least favorite thing about the game. I hope that they rework this entire thing. Based on a lot of discussions in Discord, I think this is one of the biggest turnoffs, is how the campaign battle map works. Here we are on the battle map, just moving our forces, combining our forces. Hopefully their cavalry doesn't get too crazy while I'm moving about, but looks like it is. So we have these artillery batteries that we are basically anchoring our forces on. Looks like the... Oh, okay, well, the cavalry completely routed. Well, okay. We'll see what we can do from this very strange little quick battle. Looks like they are... I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. They're definitely moving up a lot of forces. Have to figure out where they are going. That is way too many men for us to deal with, though. Are they going up to Magnagook? Because that would be perfectly fine by me if they go up that way and maroon themselves over there. I would be okay with that. Oh my goodness. If they actually try to take us, we're in a lot of trouble. We are very, very outnumbered over here. But I would actually really like if they go up to Magnagook. That would be awesome. I think they are. So I think what we could do is disband you guys. Maybe bait them into taking that, because that would be great, because I think that's like all their forces down there. Can you go over and take a peek at what is going on over here? Now, the only problem is if they then, like, march across to Quebec, but I think that's a risk we have to be willing to take. Alright, they they've basically left all of this open for us. Oh, no, they're not going up to there. Okay, can we join the garrison? Interesting. Well, now I feel stupid for disbanding that group, because I need them now. Who were you? Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what is going on over here. I'm a little terrified because, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. If they move up close enough, there'll be an engagement and we'll be smashed. The British seem to be a little docile here. Oh, and I didn't build that regiment. Okay, so we'll just hole up in Fort Halifax over here. I would like these guys to... What do I want to do with them? Alright, you guys are all good. You guys can go up to Fort Frank. I could probably upgrade these guys to a proper regiment. They'll just have, like, civilian guns and 4-pounders, because that's basically what we have. And we'll do, yep, and then 4-pounder, apply, and then grab another regiment here. You'll have civilian muskets for the time being, and we'll hit apply. And we'll just do that one regiment for right there. Can we join the garrison? That's something, too, that I would like them to work on. Maybe, like, if there's a double-click button where you can click on a unit, double-click on a city, and they will move up to the city and garrison it if possible. That would be something I would really like to see. So now we just need to wait for this force to settle down, and then what we can do is build up our forces, figure out what to do, and we should be able to crush them soon in a big battle. It's May 23rd, 1776, and we have amassed a absolutely monstrous force that we plan to take Fort Pownal with in a massive battle. Hopefully, at least that is the plan. And then crush the remaining British. And there we go. There's our first battle. This should be a pretty easy one. Why do we have reinforcements? Knox? That's weird. Not a big fan of that. Can we... Nope, there's still reinforcements. Okay, nobody's reinforcements now. That's how I want it. Alright, hopefully that didn't mess things up too much. Sometimes that can really screw up the battle when you wait a little bit. But let's dive right on in, and let's hopefully crush the British here. Okay, here we are on the battlefield, moving our forces out. I would absolutely love the ability to pre-deploy, or like have some sort of ability to deploy my forces before the battlefield, because a lot of times it just makes no sense. One thing I would note are on large battles, it looks like they auto-combine some of our units, so that's probably a nice touch. Okay, there's cavalry just rushing us. We need to take out their cavalry almost immediately. Looks like they're coming over this way pretty hard. You guys need to move back a little. We are stuck in this corner, which is pretty bad. And that's another problem. Like, you have this big giant map. Why am I stuck in the corner? Why isn't there... I think the map needs to probably be larger for the amount of troops that you can deploy on the battlefield, but on the other hand, they just need to make it to where you don't have these massive battles stuck in the corner, because that's not good. Okay, are they charging in? Looks like they're charging in. Nope. Their cavalry's really hesitant, which, with the amount of cannons we have, that does make sense. Okay, we need to charge our cavalry in. And then these guys need to get out of there. Oh, they're going to take massive casualties, unfortunately. Alright, so how's this looking over here? Not good, because we're stuck in a corner. Let's keep moving our forces out. So it looks like they've completely ignored the middle. That's really stupid that 50 cavalry can take on that many that many soldiers, especially with that many shooting at them. Being stuck in this corner is the real problem here, because there's like no maneuvering, and I'm amazed that the British could get there this fast. Like, look how slow we are at moving, and they're like upon us, and they were behind the fort when you looked at the map. So just things that they need to work on as usual. It's early access, so things are definitely not going to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Just need to, hopefully they figure out how to fix the problems. Like, what are you guys doing? Okay, we had one of their units shatter, so that's good. Okay, more of their units have shattered. I'd like our forces to get out of this corner. The corner is a big problem. I'm trying to figure out how to properly deploy. Oh man, and they're really charge happy. Alright, let's see. No, come on. Charge in. How's this going over here? Looks like it's going alright. Not great, but alright. Alright. How's this? Yeah, this is not enjoyable. Need their forces to back off. Or, well, we need our forces to get out of this corner. And this is just a nightmare. Okay, can you guys charge? We need something to break. Nobody's forming the line I've asked for, which is right here. If they could form that line, that would be perfect. Quicksilver, looks like you're in an okay spot. Alright, can you guys move out over here? Can you guys charge into there? Looks like we have some prisoners, so that's great. You guys probably need to take their spot. Can you guys just charge into them? No, I don't want you guys firing yet, because you're just going to cause more harm than good. No, do not fire grape shot into your own men. That would be awful. How's all of this going? Oh, what on earth? I don't think skirmishers should be able to charge. That's just... That doesn't scream what skirmishers do, and skirmishers move so fast that it's really difficult. Okay, come on. Get into these guys. This is just a nightmare. Can we get this flank to open up? Alright. Move you guys up to there. And then you guys will be supporting them from behind. And then can we get this artillery to move up to right there? And then just charge in. And you guys will move up. Looks like maybe we got out of this mess. That was an absolute mess, for sure. Okay. What are you guys doing now? Let's have you guys move up. You need to hold. You guys need to move up. You can't draw the line. Okay, you guys get behind the artillery. You guys are nearly dead. So that's great. Stuck on this camera angle. So, really apologize for the camera angle. Not much I can do about it because it shoved us into this corner. And then move these guys up, and you know, the battle's basically over, but now we've finally stabilized our line. I mean, this is what I talk about. It would be nice to have some sort of deployment so we're not stuck in this corner trying to... So that we're not stuck in this corner trying to position our men while we're getting bum rushed by the British. And you think about it, they started all the way out here. We couldn't even form our line in the time that it took for them to get there. So that's a little bit weird if you ask me. Can you guys get into position. Like, they... Seems really, really slow maneuvering elements on the battlefield. Feels that way on the campaign map, too. Feels like the British move really, really fast, and that we move really slow. I mean, it could just be me. I could just be really slow, which... Very, very high likelihood that it's user error. I'm not going to deny that. Okay, you guys need to get back. We have captured a bunch of their men. I think, well... It's like, what are you guys doing? Move! What is your malfunction? I don't know what they're doing. They're just not moving. It's slightly frustrating, but... Hopefully that's another thing that they can fix. Yeah, so we finally made our line and the battle's over. Definitely over. It's weird that their units don't combine, but our units combine. There is a tactical issue with that. And you saw when, I think it was this 300-man unit wheeled, it wheeled through our line because it's so big. That's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, I don't know. Can you guys... No? You guys don't want to move? Nope. Okay, well, I'll stop trying. A lot of this just looks like mop-up at the moment. The British... Yeah, okay, finally, there's the route. Can we go take that artillery piece? That would be amazing if we... Well, actually, no, we don't need to. We'll just fast forward through this, let our troops shoot them to crap, see if there's any surrenders. Looks like they're fleeing into us, so that's really, really weird. But we'll take it, maybe, as long as we don't have friendly fire incidents. Man, that is so weird. Oh, like, they charge on a route? That's so weird. Alright. Kill all of them. You guys need to... Okay, there we go. I think we got everything. So back to the global map. It's so weird that they fled toward us when this is the direction that they came from. There you have an absolute monstrous battle. We had 6,665 men, 65 guns to their 3,085. We lost 610. I would imagine most of that was because of their cavalry that got into our lines really fast. Let's see if we can see... Yeah, so cavalry, and then those skirmishers that got around our flank. Those were their best units and caused the most amount of damage to us. So that's mostly because we don't have any time to set up. See if we can get some mass surrenders going on. That was a lot of surrendering right there. Hopefully some more surrenders. I think we took out most of their cavalry on that. And then we'll just probably roll straight into Castine. We'll see if we play that battle. We probably should play that battle. I thought I had a militia regiment that I spawned in over here. Just a little cleanup there, moving forces out, grabbing some militia, taking Fort Pownal. Hopefully we take all of these supplies that were dropped by the British. Looks like we've grabbed most of them. Looks like we have taken Fort Pownal. Can we go take Fort Castine? I think we should go take Fort Castine. Or it's not a fort. But let's move our forces forward. See what we can do. Hopefully our supply wagon is not front row and center. Should be a battle popping up any moment now, unless I need to do the save and reload. So as I'm trying to get this battle to happen, another sea invasion is happening, so that's... I think the last one was May 3rd, so 22 days between sea invasions. They're coming up to Castine, so at least we're prepared there. I might have to save and reload, though. As expected, the save and reload worked to fix the battle bug. This was something that they were working on quite a lot, but it's just rearing its ugly head all the time now. But let's take this battle. Here we are on the battle map, and it's a complete mess as usual. Trying to figure out... These cannons were, like, in between each other. So, pretty messy battlefield. Looks like the enemy cavalry is just going to go straight charging over onto, well, both of our flanks, unfortunately. So we'll have to figure out how to properly deploy our men. But, yeah, this... I don't know what else to say about it anymore, so I'll just stop talking about it. Alright, so it looks like they're going to hit our left flank pretty hard, and hopefully we have our right flank secure. I've got cavalry over here to hopefully take on the enemy. Oh, and they shattered to the global map. That was weird. Okay. Back on the campaign map, let's see if we can force a mass surrender. Looks like we have. Looks like there's 578 men routing. Those would be the last to surrender. Hopefully they do. There should be an invasion fleet incoming soon. Are they not going to surrender? Oh, what are you guys doing? Okay, they surrendered. Our supply wagon seemed to... Oops. No, I didn't want that to happen. Need all of you guys to go over here. Need all of you guys to take Castine along with all of this loot. And there's 1,730 men incoming. Come on, guys. Move into Castine. This is why I want an army, because they're going to land before I can even take Castine, because the game's really struggling with this. What are you guys doing? Come on, move, 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 move. And they're going all the way over there. That's a little obnoxious. Okay. Alright. Looks like we can take a battle pretty quick. Half of our forces are in the water, though. So hopefully they can get out of the water. Seems like there's a pretty bug there. Of course, the battle's not loading. As usual, save and reload gets the battle to show up. That doesn't look like 1,730 men. That looks like... well, yeah, it does. Plus the 50. It's close. But hopefully that's all of them. They got a massive volley off. Oh, and all of that's reinforcing. Yeah, that's incredible that my force that was all around here on the Battle of Fort Castine couldn't regroup in time. Their fleet was like down here. We couldn't move in time to get to there. They really need to work on that. I'm like 99% positive it's because you have all these itty-bitty small units trying to do their own individual thing, and it seems that they block movement. Getting stuck in the water is a huge one. They seem to just get trapped in the water. It's pretty crazy. But let's take this battle. Oh, they have no cannons? What kind of invasion was this? This'll be a massacre. Here we are on the battlefield, moving out our chaotically organized army. We should be able to just smash the British really quick and fast, but of course we do need our forces to be in some semblance of a battle line, and I'm going to anchor my forces along, or on this artillery battery right here. At least that is the plan. And we're going to put 2 regiments behind them, 2 regiments to the side of them, and they have shattered and retreated already, so go back to the global map. See if we can cut them down. They didn't take a single casualty. I mean, it's overwhelming odds. Not entirely sure I like that mechanic though, but yeah, it's overwhelming odds, so maybe the game is like, well, you shouldn't get that battle in the first place. Let's see if we can cause a mass surrender of this new invasion fleet. Oh, it looks like Graves will be alive. I haven't had any luck actually taking out officers. Looks like our floating looks like our floating wagons are, they're stuck. Water is definitely one of the more problematic things in this game for sure. I believe their officer doesn't die on the campaign map, so we'll have to figure that out. These guys, their order has stopped for some reason. Yeah, it's because a battle ended, and it always seems to cause things to stop. Okay. You guys need to get out of the water, that'd be great. Or just, walk across the water till you get to Fort Frank. I don't know. I mean, can you guys get to Castine? You can pretend to be a ship and float in the water. Oh boy. Okay, well, we have project trees going off here, so Quartermaster Chief. I was wanting to build a colonial warehouse. We have tons of money right now, which is good. As you can see, I've been submitting bug reports left and right, just because it's... Some of these things are quite frustrating. I would like... What would I like? Pennsylvania rifles? That would be pretty good. Short-round Besses are fine. More United States. It would be great, though, too. Maybe we'll just do something like that. I could add another factory, and then what we could do is we can pump up Pennsylvania rifles by 1. I think that's a good choice there. Logistics is always an important thing, so let's try to... What do we want to do here? I think I would like... This is sort of my heartland, so if we could pump up logistics over here, that would be perfect. Figured you guys didn't need to see me struggling to move my forces out of Castine. This supply wagon is completely bugged and will not move. I've tried reloading. I've tried falling back. I don't really know. Can we just spam the fallback button? Will that work? Of course, Graves is still there. I don't know if you can actually kill enemy officers, so maybe spamming the fallback button will work as it goes across the water. We've parted it like Moses. So right now what I'm trying to do is get our forces spread out, because our new plan now is we have to protect against future sea invasions, and I imagine there'll be some really large sea invasions. So unfortunately this won't be the last episode, though maybe it's fortunately. Depends how you view it. I would kind of like the campaign to end soonish. No, you made it so far, you're doing so well. Get out of the water, please. I would like the campaign to end just so I can do other videos about this game, or maybe restart a campaign where there's a lot more bug fixes implemented. As I've said, this is a day 1 campaign, so reading through the patch notes and understanding Sterner in the Discord and some of the alpha testers, some of the things don't make it to your campaign if you don't restart the campaign. A lot of the difficulty factors are that way. There's just a lot of things that they don't follow through if you don't restart the campaign. So I would be interested to see how it plays. I'd also like for a new major patch to drop, especially fixing up some of the naval stuff. I've seen that it sounds like they're still working hard on the next stage of the American campaign. Bug fixes, AI fixes, basically everything that I've complained about except for the army mechanic and how the battles start. Those don't seem to be a priority, or at least maybe it's like a hidden background priority for them. But those are all things that I would really like to be implemented before I start a new campaign. I've mentioned this before. Once this campaign's over, I plan to do like some skirmish videos, play as the British, plan to do like a 10 things I wish I knew. Maybe I'll do an honest review, an honest critique. Also, I put out a poll on the channel asking you guys what other games would you like for me to play. I play Gates of Hell. I'm not the best at Gates of Hell, and there's a lot of other YouTubers that are much better than I at Gates of Hell. I'm not saying that I'm never going to play Gates of Hell again. I have campaigns that I need to finish. I'd like to do some co-op stuff with Gates of Hell, but I don't see that game being a main feature of my channel in the future, whereas this game I can see being a main feature on my channel moving forward. Other games like this I can see being main features of my channel. So I'll probably test the waters, play a bunch of different games. I really like games like this, sort of the Total War-esque style game, or the historical games where you have a real-time strategy or build up your army. I definitely like customization in that regard. So go vote on the poll. I put a couple ones down there, like I think it was Hearts of Iron 4, Great War. I can't remember the actual name of it, but it's a World War I trench warfare game. That one's pretty fun. I also put, like Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. I do play other games, I do play other genres, but this channel sort of started as a historical game channel because I felt like those games are pretty fun to put onto YouTube and record. So there's a bunch of games on there. Let me know what you guys would like to see in the future. That'll be it for this episode, so there'll definitely be another episode. We want to get to August 12th, 1776, so we can have the fun little Easter egg pop up and say that we completed, you know, an alpha or pre-release campaign. Well, that's pretty awful. Government efficiency reduced by 25% for 7 days. So there'll probably be at least one more episode for this. It depends how many sea invasions that the British do between June 2nd and August 12th of 1776 and how large they are. As I said, I need to build up my forces, prepare for those sea invasions, and that'll probably be what we do. That's a lot of boring stuff, so we'll fast forward through a lot of that, and we'll just show some of the more exciting things. As far as where the campaign is at the moment, you can see that the entire campaign map is ours, which this isn't the entire campaign map for the game. This is just the entire campaign map of the game right now, what is completed content that you can actually play. If you go into their Discord, they have a huge campaign map in mind, and I'm excited about that, but I'm also a little scared of a campaign map that large, because I wonder, games like this, generally by a certain point, you start steamrolling the enemy. If their idea is for these massive invasions from the sea to be the difficulty factor, I think that'll fall flat. They need to figure out how to keep the campaign fresh and exciting. One of the things I really want to happen in this game is something that Total War started doing, and they kind of have it in their Ultimate General Civil War, and they almost have it in this one with the Battle of Concord, but put historical battles into the game and make them sort of like these quest battles where I understand that, you know, the date might get a little bit weird, like if you take Boston and then it's like, here's the Battle of Bunker Hill. But I still think those would be fun if you put the historical battles out there. You have to take your army to the historical battle, and that there's rewards or negatives for not fighting the battle or for losing the battle. I think something like that would be fun. As I said, Total War kind of does that in their Warhammer thing, where it's like, here's this quest battle, you know what the enemy forces are, you have to build a force up to go fight that. That's something I really miss from Ultimate General Civil War, are the actual major historical battles. Like, it's really cool to say, like, I'm playing the Battle of Shiloh. It'd be cool in this to have the Battle of Bunker Hill in this campaign. There's plenty of others, like Fort George Washington taking, I can't remember the fort, but where he crosses the river and takes it from the Hessians. It would be cool to replay something like that, where you fight the Hessians, use George Washington. Things like that would be cool, but that's enough of me talking about this. So that'll be it for today's episode. Please like, comment, subscribe, all of that YouTube jazz. I greatly appreciate all the support you guys have given me. I read every comment that you guys send. A ton of you guys give great tips, tricks. I really like when you guys say, hey, why don't you do this or this? A lot of times you guys bring up features that I don't even know, so I really appreciate that. A lot of you guys are really nice. I really enjoy waking up, going into the comments section and reading all of that. It's definitely makes my day and makes me want to continue putting out content for you guys. So that is it for today's episode. We'll see you in episode 15. As always, guys, until next time.